Lock in. Let's go. Yep. The chat has voted. Oh, okay, okay.
It makes sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm just gonna start at the beginning with the house.
This game will have you tearing up. We gonna see. I'm not really a crier. You know what I mean? I don't really cry. Y'all remember what I told y'all? I don't cry unless it's a movie and they're sacrificing. You know what I mean? If somebody is sacrificing for somebody else, that's the only time I cry, chat. Or I'll tear up. I don't cry, but I'll tear up. I'll be like, damn, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like Mario when Luigi came in with the shield and protected my nigga Mario.
I was 11, but I wasn't allowed
Teared
inside
up. You know what I mean?
the rooms.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside the rooms. Okay. Chat, take in the scenery. Okay, she got yarn.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Okay. Chat, is that a nice mailbox? That's a decent mailbox.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
No trespassing, chat. No trespassing.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Set your bit ass up. No, say set your bitch ass up. Say it with your chest, bro. And her will. I didn't even read that.
Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Chat, left or right? We're going left. We're going straight to our destination, chat. Chat, do y'all like frogs and toads and shit like that?
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Chat, if y'all were left a house and it was deep in these woods like this, would y'all take it or tear it down?
The woods around the house have always been uncomfortably silent. As if they're about to say something but never do.
Would y'all want to live in the woods? Okay, nice little basketball jump, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how you gonna dribble on these rocks and dirt, but you know.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Interesting. That's a pretty weird house, chat. That's a pretty weird house.
The house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
I can tell.
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
You know what this reminds me of? Y'all ever watched the movie or read the book, Miss Peregrine's Home for Children? Y'all ever read that? But I know Finn and Jake is at the top of this house, for sure. Okay. I do know that swing is going to have something to do with it. I've watched a clip. I think Valkyrie it was, or Sniper Wolf. It was one of them.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Okay. Very decent. Gary's potting mix, so they definitely did some gardening here. Definitely did some bike riding. Chad, when the last time you thought, do y'all ever use bikes?
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
No, it looks like the Hello Neighbor house. Nigga, that's Finn and Jake's house, bro. This is Finn and Jake's house.
But instead of a family,
where's BMO?
There were just memories of one.
Chat, how would y'all feel walking through here? Damn, did they leave in a hurry or what? Chat, get on your detective.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Okay, so we did leave in a hurry.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Right.
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Chat, are y'all the type to put y'all grandma in a nursing home or y'all mothers in a nursing home? Okay, decent little view. Decent little lake view. I mean, ocean view. You know what I mean? Big boy killer whale. What's your favorite
Nothing
marine
in the house
animal?
looked abnormal. There was just too much of it. Like a smile with too many teeth.
Okay. No, grab it.
Great-Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Chat, if somebody went missing in your family, would you just
A lot of
accept
things
the
got left
fact
behind in the whirlwind
that
of
they're
that
just
last
gone?
night. Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
Okay, so we're starting with Edith. This is 1999? Okay. Chat, do we go upstairs? No way, this is still on. Oh, they got one of them filter joints on. Okay.
After Lewis started working at the cannery, we all got pretty sick of salmon. Except our
Hell
cat,
yeah.
Molly.
Don't nobody want to eat salmon all day.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Oh, that's what that is. I'm like, what's that noise in the background? Okay, so do we need to find a key, I guess? Hell yeah, agent. Hell yeah.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Chat, that's a nice house, though. I just need to tell Finn and Jake to come on.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
Right, she was only 10 years old when she passed away. Okay, R.I.P. Molly. R.I.P. Molly. Chat, who here into bugs? I know one
I
of y'all
spent a
are.
lot of time playing in
Ooh,
Great
this
Uncle
a-
Walter's room.
This a fire room.
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
This a fire room.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Okay.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
That's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie. Chat, would y'all want a room? Would y'all want a house with secret rooms? What, agent?
From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan.
Okay.
But I had no idea what was behind that door. Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Chat, a secret room is fire.
I grew up looking at Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
Not only does she have a secret room, do they have secret house?
Being
secret
inside
rooms?
for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Not only is it a secret room, but there are a room inside of a secret room. You know what I mean?
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
No way you ate gerbil food.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Wow.
I kept eating and eating.
Toothpaste though? The whole tube? Oh my goodness. No way you were starving.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Fake berries is crazy.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
So you're trying to kill it now.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Ain't nobody here? Okay. Look.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Chat, what do y'all think this game is gonna be about? Is this about just like do y'all think that this is just gonna be about like, you know how Roll 96 was about immigration and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, what do y'all think this game will be about? Is this just about like
I jumped and I almost got her.
treating your people right?
I could tell she was getting really tired.
So why did you keep chasing her? You know what I mean?
Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Oh, she wants to eat the bird. Okay.
I gobbled her up. And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Chad, if you could be an animal, would you want to be an air animal? Would you want to be a bird?
Rabbits.
Well, come here. Yep. Need that.
I imagined his face
GG's.
looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I
What's
swallowed
up?
him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit.
Need that.
She was almost too big to kill.
Low key, I would.
I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating.
Chad, y'all ever eat so fast
I was a
that
shark.
shit's gonna choke? What goofy ass shit is this? Okay. It had to be done, you know what I mean?
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Yeah, look at Dory. Look at Dory. Look down, nigga.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Why won't it let me look down? Where did it go? Look down. Thank you. Dory is a fish. Well, I didn't know that it was a seal. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, you're gonna have to come here. I'm in the hunt for blood. I'm in the hunt.
Tight. I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Chat, y'all ever had a crazy dream like this? Ooh, I'm a eel? Nice!
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Chat, what type of monster you think this is?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Damn! Snatched him up just like that, chat. GG, but they didn't even have a chance. Buddy didn't even have a chance.
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
How did you eat up a whole body?
After the last passenger, I was still hungry.
Damn.
And to cross the water, I
So what's going on? Nah, but this is epic.
I had to have, so I swam towards it.
We're watching a sad story. It may make you cry, Vince. That's what they say.
I
It
slithered
might make you
onto
cry.
the sand, and the good smell went
Lock
into
in.
an old pipe.
Chat, do y'all like snakes? I knew this was a toilet. I knew it. I knew this was a toilet. This is our house.
I got closer and closer.
This is our house. You already knew it. Okay, we don't go back. Ugh, imagine this nigga just, you know what I'm saying? Imagine you just see this sliding across your floor like that.
All of my stomach started growling.
All of your stomachs?
And suddenly,
How many did you
that
have?
was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both
Chat, what y'all think is going on so far? Why do you think that she was thinking that way?
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Very, very interesting story. Oh, we can go out. You can't get back in?
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it
Agent,
Molly.
you know that was a kid, right?
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Okay. So who is Edie again?
Her room was like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune. And misfortune.
But that's the only voice we heard for like 10 minutes, bro. What are you talking about?
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse. His wife, Ingeborg, and their newborn son.
Then go,
Yall.
Vince. What do you mean? Why do y'all do that? Y'all say that this is boring, but y'all are still here watching it.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family.
It's a late night.
And his
Relax.
house, hoping to leave
Go
the
to
curse
sleep to
behind.
this. You know what I mean?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Okay.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Interesting, interesting. Interesting.
Edie gave a big
interesting.
interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Appreciate that, CC.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a
W-bit use.
long time.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr., so we named a girl Edith Jr. Built in 1937. Sven Finch.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
Very interesting stuff. Chat. Do y'all read this many books? I do. I do, chat. You know what I mean? That's why I stay locked in.
Even in her 90s. Sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Most definitely can tell, you know what I mean? What was she in here washing with bleach? What are you doing in there? What, agents? Books are even more boring.
There's a secret in this bathroom.
That's why you'll never achieve at life. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say? They say if you ever want to... You know why they made books originally? Because African Americans can't read. They said if you ever want to learn something, read a book. That's why they put it in books, because African Americans could not read. If you ever want to learn something, you gotta read a book, bro.
It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Chat, lock in. How many secret rooms are in here? That's crazy. I saw it, Knick-Knack. You know what I mean? I saw it, Agent.
He never put it down.
Interesting. Take in the sights, chat. Take in the sights. Okay, so your boy like to go hunting. Milton. That name Milton keeps coming up over and over, Chad. Lock in. Chat, didn't this game win some awards? Fort Sam. This a hard ass room though. Then you got his shit, Fort Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him.
Chat, this is a W room, bruh. A W room. Do we want to do this? Another secret room? Wow. And got all A's. Oh Lord, Vince. Award for the most boring, but you're here watching it. Chat, y'all ever did this to grow up? Janae gifted 5 subs. Thank you for the fucking subs. I really do appreciate that.
We fucking got him.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Got him. We fucking got him.
Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the subs. I really do appreciate it.
We fucking got him. got him. We fucking got him.
Dash got a sub. W Dash.
We fucking got him.
Shout out to Bray Alvin Power
We fucking got him.
of Pine Sol. NRS Brit.
We fucking got him.
You know what I mean? Thank you, CC. I appreciate that. I
We
really do
fucking
appreciate that.
Got him.
Hold on.
We fucking got him.
I already knew it was gonna do this shit. I gotta change that shit. Come on, Titanic yacht big enough for all of my nigga to jump on. Watching cause you're a W, I appreciate that. Yes, WCC in the chat, man. WCC in the chat, bruh. Appreciate that. Much love. I really do appreciate y'all. Push it. Get that bag. Come on. Titanic yachts big enough for all of my nigga to jump on. W stream. What are the chances I don't get one? Well, Agent, that's unfortunate. You know what I mean? That's highly unfortunate. W stream. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. Man.
How I Want to Remember
Senator?
My Brother.
Hold on.
By Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, Chad, this is that. Yeah, this is the clip that I saw. Ah, that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did.
Y'all, chat, don't cry. Dash, don't cry. CC, don't cry. Chat, just don't cry. I'm guessing his right leg doesn't work. Oh, move both sticks. Okay, I see.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
W Biz for CC, thank you, I appreciate it.
Calvin, dinner's ready. Coming.
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Y'all ever tried to go around a bar?
Calvin.
I've tried before. I'm not sure I've ever done it though.
Maybe if
I ain't
they
never had
intended
that.
that.
I ain't never had the balls.
Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I
This
think
right
he'd
here, when
already
you
made
go
up
under
his
like that, GG.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
So I wonder, did he do it on accident or on purpose?
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
That's tough, bro. That's tough, bro. Buddy basically drowned. My friend did a backflip off a swing and broke his ankle. That is unfortunate, bro. I think I could still do a backflip off a swing.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Damn, bro. That's tough. Like, can you imagine that one day you have a sibling or one day you have somebody and then the next day you just don't, you know what I mean? That's unfortunate, bro. That's unfortunate, bro. Push it, get that.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
I was hella dizzy. Yeah, I've done a backflip off of it before, but
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
push it. Oh. No, get out. Interesting. Chat, quick story time. Well, no, there's no reason to tell that right now. You know what I mean? Happy birthday, Barbara. Damn, messy ass. You got records on the floor?
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Chat, would y'all be okay with y'all kid being like a child star? Like maybe 2 times or 3 times? Oh, Lord. Damn, Agent.
A Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death,
For
I'm
10
surprised
minutes.
Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family.
Interesting.
I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As
Look
a
at her nails
child
done.
star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So
Oh, wow.
Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
That guy's scream is so iconic.
Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Oh, that's the one that goes downstairs. Okay.
Rick?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
Oh, wow. We got a hitting element. Very, very interesting.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Interesting. Interesting. The saw. Chat, are you putting two and two together? I'm sorry, I'm not locked in like I should, but you know.
Oh, it rattled and sting.
Chat, I know that scared y'all, don't lie.
Rick?
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours
So
later.
why?
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
Okay.
Walter vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Right.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
Okay.
She played her part beautifully.
Chat, I'm just locked in. Michael Myers sound effect, W. Oh no, we go out this way.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges grow.
Right.
He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet. The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Chat, this is a very interesting game.
Door was dying to speak to young Barbara. At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
You were wonderful. The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Lame ass. Interesting, Chad. Interesting. So she was 16.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Interesting, Chat. What do y'all think about this game so far? A lot of young deaths. A lot of young deaths. Really, every room represents who the person is, what they were very well. We can't just go out the door. Very interesting, chat. Which one do y'all think has been the worst so far?
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
That's a fire.
Edie's father Odin built the original house.
That's a fire.
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
It's a very interesting story right there. Chat, I'm trying to figure out what this game is about.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Okay, so we have to figure out the story.
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
So we have to figure out new things through different stories, obviously. Did we go into Calvin and... We did. Whose room was this? Gregory?
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Okay, we went inside the pink room. We went inside
My Grandpa
this
Sam
room.
spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
That's so tough, man. Calvin, I think, may be one of the
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Alright, Aiden, it's almost 3 a.m. If you do watch the scary story I seen, let me know tomorrow on Monday when you thought of it. Alright, we gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it with you, Aiden. With you. Very interesting stuff right here. Very interesting stuff. We was inside his room. We went inside her room. I want to go back in this room right quick.
I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement.
Yes, I know that, but I want to go back in here, and I can't. So this was Walter's room, right? Yeah, this was Walter's room. This is the room that we were just in for the story right now. Good night, Aiden. Love you. Love you, Aiden. Did we go in here yet? No, that's the library. And no, we're not going outside the door. Okay, cool. Chat, that's fire. You just keep twisting the box. That's hard. That's hard. And this is the last of Barbara. You see the Bigfoot, right? Putting things together, chat. Lock in. I really wonder what this game is supposed to mean. I'm very curious. I'm very curious. Okay, this is the basement that we went in.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Tetanus shot? Very interesting stuff. Very interesting.
I saw Edie
stuff.
sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Chat, if y'all had y'all family hide this many secrets though, would you want a family that just like all these hidden rooms and stuff? You know what I mean? I can't see shit.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
That's pretty good. The question is, does Edith die?
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
Okay, too bad.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything.
Every day, Chad, every day.
Even a monster on the other side of a door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Time.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years.
Right.
I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Oh, so this is Walter. This is Walter. Okay. So after Barbara died, Walter basically came down here. Basically on his 60 seconds atomized.
I know it's out there somewhere.
So he made
Whatever
it to
killed
be
Barbara.
He made it to be at
Molly.
least like 38, 40.
And Calvin.
Wait, Molly is the one with the snake story, right? Calvin? Okay, okay. So he never learned what happened to any
Maybe
of them.
this is all a mistake.
I wonder whatever happened to Molly.
But I need to stop living the same day. Even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Chat, that's how you gotta live. Did he really die
Walter
like
died
that?
when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
I don't think that's how he died. I don't think we know what happened to him. No way. No way.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
That man put a fake. That's tough. That's tough. Can you do it?
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Maybe he did die like that?
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
But that would be kind of crazy, though. Y'all think he did?
Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
So did he die right here? Or did he fake his death? So wait, he lived to be what, 50? 53. I don't think he died. I don't think he died right here. That's a beautiful view. Chat, this would be one of those spots you come outside when you just gotta think, like, you really gotta just think about life for a second, you know what I mean? You get a clear, not a clear night sky, but a cloudy sky. You know what I'm saying? You can see the moon shine, you can see the stars, you can see whatever that is out in the distance. There was a train right here at one point. You know what I mean? Beautiful waves. I would be more scared of like a tsunami or some shit, but this is like a big ass lake. Chat, beautiful game so far. Beautiful, beautiful game.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
The thing in this distance is the old
But
house.
I thought you should know about your family.
Everyone died, including who you're playing as. Well, thanks for spoiling it for everyone else. I mean, I don't mind the spoilers, but you know what I mean? For everyone else, they might not like spoilers, bro. Interesting.
Though to be honest, I
kind of
figured
figured
right
I kind of figured that my character died though.
I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
But Sundrop, don't spoil it for others like that next time, bro. Very interesting though. It's a very good house. I mean, very good view. See, I'd come right here. If I could come right here, let's just say this is my house, I'd come right here and just chill. Have y'all ever been able to just chill by the pool, like late at night? Like, it's really a great fucking feeling. Like, being able to just chill and relax. It's a great feeling, great for your mental. Really good for your mental. That shit do not match. That shit do not match the speed.
Look at the house. Had that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it.
Yeah, that's most of the world, chat. That's most of the world.
What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Damn.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
I'm really locked into this. Right, Dash. It's great. It's good. It's good. Chat, which one of these is the best name? R.I.P. R.I.P. to all these wonderful pets. Zoe's a fire name for a pet. Daisy's a nice name. Tucker's a nice name. Coco's a nice name. Lucy's a nice name. Burpy's a nice name. Chirpy's a nice name. The best one gotta be Zoe or Tucker, though. Damn, my bad. I was standing on all y'all graves. Straight disrespectful. Shadow, no. Shadowfire. Shadowfire. Can I pick this one up? Barely hard, too, though.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Barbara Finch. Damn. Walter Finch. So he did die. That's crazy. Bob is the best. Alright. Edie Finch. Yeah, Edie Finch, because we are Edith, right? We're Edith. So somebody... Oh, no, Edith. There is an Edie. There is an Edie. How many more stories do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Potentially 10. Okay. Calvin, Molly. So I'm guessing Molly died of starvation. That's what I'm guessing. So Molly, I'm guessing, died of starvation. Calvin died from drowning on accident. Sven, I'm still not sure how he died. Edie, I'm not sure how she... Have we done Sven? Nah, we haven't done Sven. Walter died by train. How do you die by a train, though? Barbara got murdered.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Wait, Sven and Edie, those are the old couple, right? Yeah, that's them. That's them too. I think that's Finn and Edie. And this is
Could see
Odin.
it poking out of the water at low tide.
That's Odin who built the house.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Y'all hear that in the background? Sound like somebody.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Interesting.
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
So Sam is a girl who tried to save her brothers. I feel like I have an inkling about what that story is about.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Kumar. Who is Kumar?
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Interesting. So monuments are for... Okay. No, I get
There's so
that.
many
I get
things
that.
I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
22 weeks pregnant? Wow. So that's why she can't move like that. That's why we're not running. Interesting way to put that into the game. Very interesting. I'm guessing we go through that window. Interesting, interesting. Chat, lock in. Which window, G? Oh, it's right here.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common. They were both pretty intense.
Chat, would y'all have a real bear rug? Oh, that's a fire goose. That's a fire goose. I don't know who stuffed that, but they did a great job.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Which one y'all think? Oh, no. I think that's the 2 brothers that was trying to... And the sister that was trying to save them, maybe?
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Interesting. Oh, wow. That's fire, too. Chat, would y'all have stuffed animals? Like, real stuffed animals? Me, personally, no. You know what I mean? But... Like, I can see how it's cool, though. Like, you take an animal that you killed or someone else killed and stuffed it, you know, as... Nah. Just can't have that in my house, bro. You know what I mean? Chat, let's see what happened to Sam. Let's see what happened to Sam.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Got to zoom in, or?
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Oh.
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
So that's
Just
the
be
sister
careful.
who's gonna
The
try to
camera's
save
older
the two
than you
brothers,
are.
I'm guessing.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
I don't know what else you would want me to take a picture of. Chat, you want to know something crazy?
Aw.
Blue Jays are special in me and my girl's relationship for a reason. But that's another story for another day.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Oh, wow.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Look at man.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Bro, what do you want me to photograph? The fucking gun?
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip.
My brother Calvin. So who is this? The brother. The
Grandpa's
Calvin
friend
is the
taught us
one
how
that
to
died.
fish. How to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map. Let's see.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn.
Absolutely. Don't chicken out now.
Great
Perfect
shot,
shot. This nigga don't give a fuck. That nigga does not care.
I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Damn, that's a tough way to
Of all
go,
these stories,
bruh.
that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
That's a tough way to go, bruh. Out of all the stories, that's a tough way to... I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. That's tough. That's out of all these stories, that's probably the most tough, bruh. That is unfucking fortunate, bro. Wow. Damn, G. Damn, G. And they said, and the thing is, think about this, right? He always said that he was scared to be in front of the camera. Scared of being in front of the camera. He dies when he gets in front of the camera, bruh. He took a picture of his death, bruh. That's unfortunate, bro. That's tough, bro. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Damn. My goodness.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
That's tough, bro. Gregory. Okay, this is Sam Finch. A lawsuit has been filed against you. I didn't mean to drop that. You have 20 calendar days after this summons is served.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it.
Oh, damn, I remember this too. I remember this.
Time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
You saw that whale? You saw that whale?
Sam,
Look at the
I told you
whale.
I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw.
Yeah. Poppin' O's.
What his world was like.
Give me that.
can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea.
Right.
Our father never hit us kids, at least not
Okay.
very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
This game mad
My
creative.
father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk
I'm
him out
flying
of
the
it,
shit out
though
this
he'd
kite.
never met her. We don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Chat, W wedding, W wedding. L wedding, L kite.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh wow. Damn. Big boy rebel. Be bold. Bitch, be bold.
The wind picked up.
Bitch, be
and
bold.
peace appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Interesting. I need all that. I need all that.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
So he died to flying debris.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Chad, this has been a great game so far. A great game. What's good, Epic? How you doing? That dying to flying debris though is crazy work. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Chad, if somebody died in y'all family, would you keep their shit? Like, would you keep it as it was? You know, I asked myself this, like, let's just say my girl...
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
If my girl or my mom or something... after this game, I'm getting off, Agent. And I won't be streaming tomorrow. As y'all know, I don't stream on Sunday, baby. You know, I might stream tomorrow. Maybe, but I probably won't. Just to let y'all know. We'll be back on Monday. But, you know, I asked myself, like, if anyone was to pass away in my family, God forbid, anytime soon or anything like that, right? It doesn't even matter But if anyone was to pass in my family,
Religion was
would
another thing
I
my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her
would
a lot
I
after
keep
her
their
dad died.
shit, you know? I really don't know. I really don't know. I'm really not sure. Wasn't there something that... I guess not. We already did it, I guess.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English.
No stream so I can pop in through mine.
Lewis was
Hell
born a year
no.
later.
Hell no, CC. I'll be watching CC stream. Exactly.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go.
Type shit.
I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Milton, Lewis, and Edith. Yet we see Milton again. Dawn, we see that name again.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
Okay, so this is not the last level though. I'm trying to react and talk shit.
And for a while, things were good.
Why would you need
Almost
to
normal.
react to me though? You know what I mean?
But it didn't last.
What time is it? It's 2:18. It's 3:18 for Dash. I'm surprised I'm surprised Dash ain't sleep. Geek too? That might hit me something before I go to sleep, G. Make sure I get a good sleep in. This game is
It was
sad.
Milton's 10th birthday.
It is.
When Edie gave him a castle.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday. Finally, we get to see Milton.
After Milton disappeared, the only
LOL,
thing
you
he
still
left
up too?
behind was
Because
a
y'all
room
are
full of
still up. You know
paintings.
what I mean? I stay up for y'all. I'm always here for y'all. To a certain extent, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And nigga used to do 2-hour streams, 3-hour streams. You know what's crazy? I used to hate staying on stream long. Like, one of my friends, he'd be like, bro, you need to start streaming longer, bro. Like 3 hours, at least 4 hours. I used to be like, 3 hours? Hell no, bro. Hell no. I can't do no 3-hour stream. But now look at me. I do 8 hours easy. Like, that's light. You know what I'm saying? That's little work. 3 hours is small change. Damn, she got that arm strength? Oh. That's a fire-ass invention, though. That's cool. So he was an artist. Milton was an artist. Pro Cam built
Milton,
different.
Finch,
You
and
know what I'm
the
saying?
magic paintbrush.
How many streamers y'all know? I've always wanted to make one of these low key. Wait, what did that say? We can't go back. It says something about alcohol. Have y'all ever flipped through one of these books?
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Oh, so he just disappeared. Interesting. Very interesting. You're the only streamer I know that streams this long, to be honest. Yeah, bro, I be grinding, man. I be grinding for y'all, bro. I be grinding.
Mom
I be
spent months
grinding for
searching for my
y'all,
brother.
bro.
Then she sealed the doors.
Oh, wow. That's tough, though. He just disappeared. That's tough.
Whatever
That's
Milton
scary.
had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Wow, that is a long stream delay. Y'all gotta refresh y'all stream. Just refresh it from here, like here and there. You know what I mean? But I gotta learn to fix that. 17 seconds? Oh my gosh.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
I just refreshed.
After
So is
he
it
graduated, he just
better
spent
now?
more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Oh wow, this is the last one, chat. This is the last one. This is the last house. It's the same? Oh, I mean, I'm talking and y'all are responding pretty quick, so I don't see how a 17-second delay. I don't understand that, but I'll try to fix it though. Oh, he got big boy bomb here. Dash, you got one? I know Dash got one. This Dash room right here. This is Dash's room right here,
That
chat.
part of him lived on.
This is definitely Dash room. I did not mean to come out. Okay, say a number 1 through 100 and I'll repeat it when I hear it. Okay. 21.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
Okay, that might be 17. That might be 17. Legalize marijuana. Yeah, this Dash room. This Dash room. That is a long delay. That's crazy though.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
So he overdosed.
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to...
He either overdosed or he's gonna accidentally like hurt himself.
wander.
Oh shit.
I asked him to describe it.
Chat, y'all can't multitask like this. Y'all cannot multitask like this. I know Cece can.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
I definitely put this over here.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved.
Yeah, the fish. The fish is starting to move. Yeah.
Bats. and toads.
Chad, if you're doing a boring-ass job like this hoe...
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head.
Thank you, nigga.
But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
Chad, look at the multitask, Chad. Look at the multitask.
But he found something more. I worried about him then.
Yo, I know Cece can't do it. Oh yeah, I know that.
Daydreaming at the cannery.
She can't even focus on It Takes Two.
I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first.
This is like a guillotine for fish.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Hey, buddy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination...
Chad, how vivid is y'all imagination? Is y'all imagination this vivid?
He no longer spoke at the cannery.
I like to say my imagination is pretty goddamn vivid. My
was as reliable as
ADHD,
ever.
I've had
Then one day it
pretty
struck
vivid
him
imagination for
that all the cheering
since I was a
crowds,
kid.
even the stones under his feet,
Like I can just imagine shit just like this. Like
were
I
all in
can,
his imagination.
well, maybe not to this necessarily
So he could do
extent,
whatever
like
he
obviously in detail, but I'm pretty goddamn vivid in my imagination.
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Yeah, Big Mario, Big Luigi shit.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville.
I'm about to swerve and hit
St.
that corner.
He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis, until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
He forgot to go home.
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Lewis kept sailing on.
He just solely ignored her ass. He said, bro, get out of my face, bro. I'm having
In Louisville,
fun.
he heard rumors of a
Handsome queen. Hell no, we don't swing neither way. But we
handsome
gotta go.
queen.
We gotta go. I guess he swing that way, Chad. I don't agree. I don't agree. I don't swing that way.
The queen was on her own quest for
Oh shit, I'm tripping.
sinister serpents. followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon.
Okay.
Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Chat, this game is great, by the way. I just want to say that.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Lewis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
That's a W quote. That's a W quote.
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
That thing.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
Jay, you know what's crazy is people are delusional like this too. Like people actually can run and think like
including
this.
the wise Calico who insisted on advising him.
Molly. I wonder if we could see every pet that every person had, but we weren't paying attention.
His queen waited, holding his crown.
Yeah. It's me. It's me.
There was only one thing left to do.
Yeah. It's him. It's me.
Bend down his head. Rest, I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
So he accidentally cut his own head off. That's a tough way to go, bruh.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Now all we have is Dawn and Eddie. That's it. Damn. It's tough. Completely ignoring the guillotine, yeah. But you could, I mean, that was an easy foreshadow. You know, the head of the fish kept getting cut off. The head of the fish kept getting cut off.
Lewis's funeral.
You kind
My
of
mom told
knew
me to
that.
start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
I kind of knew that was gonna happen.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
I got us swerving, hit that corner.
Behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time.
lot of shit to leave behind.
Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now was to tell you about that last night.
So this is hers. This is hers. And she lived at the very tip top. And she is pregnant, chat.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Is this the living room? Yeah, okay.
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance, or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
That's tough. It's tough.
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Type shit.
God, it smelled awful.
So we're playing as Grandma.
I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
So we're playing as Edie. I didn't lose shit. I know exactly where I'm going.
I got turned around.
Oh yeah, your old ass. GG's. Your old ass. Come on now. All you had to do was go straight, feel the rod, go around it, and you could have kept going straight, G. You know what I mean?
I started started seeing things.
Them eyes don't work like they used to, G. But it happened to all of us, you know what I mean?
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
Right. Somehow your old ass made it here, you know.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go!
Pull it!
I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Damn, Grandma.
The next morning, the band came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it.
Y'all ever do this outside y'all car? I still do this shit to this day.
A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly.
Arthur Morgan. Arthur Morgan.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
So what is left of Edith Finch is the baby.
This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone.
It is, Cam.
I want you to be amazed that
it should have been. Were you here the whole time?
Good luck.
Damn, bro. That's tough. For Shirley Dallas from 1948 to 2013. Hold on. So how old was she? 1948 to 2013. Let's do quick math. We're going to take 2 away from 13, add it as 50. So from 1950, and we're going to go forward 60 years. So she was 63. No. 63 or 65, somewhere around there though. No, but I wish I was. I fell asleep. Yeah, Cam, you missed some good shit. You missed a great story. This was good, but you'll be able to watch it back. If you want to watch it back, you will be able to watch it back when I post it right after this. So, chat, this was an amazing game. I think the worst death so far had to be the dude. Either the guy who fell or the baby. Definitely will. Yeah, you definitely should. Is either the guy who fell or the baby. I wonder, are these real? Is this a real story? That would make it even sadder. You know what also this reminds me of? If this is a real story, it reminds me of that guy. I'm not sure if y'all saw it on Twitter. But there was a guy who made a post. And he said, I'm only making this post because I'm the last person of my family line. Like, I'm the last post. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all real quick before I get off. But he just wants to have something that says, hey, you know, I just want people to know that I was here, that I was alive. It reminds me of that. That's unfortunate. The way Barbara died is unfortunate. It's Hollywood, chat. Hollywood. I seen it, yeah. I'm gonna show it for the people who didn't see it though. But damn, that's a lot of fucking family. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look this up if it's based off a true story. Or is it different? I wonder if it's different. I wonder if it's different, like, stories, but put into one. You know what I mean? Oh shit, no. The replay of story option is not available. Oh yeah. I'm gonna look this up. I'm gonna get this ready. Hold on. Is Edith Finch based off a true story? Nope. The developer got the core inspirations from 100 Years of Solitude, Laura Dunsany's Book of Wonder, and Bohemian Rhapsody. Interesting. So that's good to know, though. At least this isn't a true story. Hold on. Wants to be no. Oh, this shit, y'all. Look. Look at this shit.
My name is Jeremy. I actually redone this a couple of times, but my name is Jeremy Hopper, and it's nice to meet y'all, to anyone who sees this. But I'm the last member of my family left. There ain't nobody else. They've passed away. I'm 27, and my mama died before she was even 40. My baby brother and baby sister both passed away as infants. And today I realized that if anything were to happen to me today, not a single person on this earth would know I was gone. And I truly doubt anyone would care. And I want some record that I existed, that I was here.
Basically, that's what this reminds me of. It's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate because my daughter was one. My wife was pregnant with my son. My mom, her mom, both gone. I'm the only one still alive in this photo. This is so messed up. It's just, you know, it's very unfortunate, chat. You know, it's very unfortunate.